I never thought that it'd be so simple, but I found a way, I found a way.
Boy, if you don't get
my hater blockers on.
It's gonna take some time to realize, but if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find.
guess what? I'm dead.
You know that I told you I'll always be picking you up when you're down.
Yo.
Good.
What's good with y'all? Remember when we
In case
said
you didn't know. In case you didn't know.
good?
Cypha Talk a little hard.
Cypha Talk a little hard. Hey, remember when we said weekly episodes every Friday?
Yeah, we lied.
We cap like hell. You know what? Before we even get hold on. I just looked at myself before we even get started. I can already hear my Jamaican father talk about why you got the head bag on in the episode in front of the people in the public. Me raise you to be ghetto? Nah, I can't do it.
Yeah, we can't
do it. Like that ass didn't plan. We didn't plan this. Like for real.
Yeah,
I just looked at myself and the Jamaican in me and the just like the parents in me just came out.
They would say that this is quote unquote powerful niggertry.
Nah, this is ghetto. So we finna take off the bonnet or whatever. Let the curls free. I'm finna put a hood on. Put a hood on. But how you doing, brother? How you doing?
To be honest, man, I've been on the rocks recently, bro.
Yeah.
It's been rocky, bro, with these past 2 months. I'm staying grateful. I'm staying thankful for everything. My grades haven't been too hot, but I'm doing all the extra credit, and they're all coming back up. I'm changing my major anyway, so I'm not really tripping over it.
What was your major? What you changing it to?
It was like a digital audiences associated journalism major, and you know, I really thought I had a plan. That there's a saying that goes, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your actual life plan.
Oh God.
So I learned a lot about myself this semester, and one of those things is I'm not a journalist. I'm more of a commentator. I like to talk a lot. Writing a lot is not my thing.
Yeah.
And it's not even just a writing part. It's having to have a certain form or certain way of writing that is like structured. Whenever I write, I just jot my thoughts out and go. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's not something I can do as a journalist. Like I had to take journalism grammar, and that was one of the hardest classes I've ever taken in my life.
Yeah.
You had to pass with an 80 out of 79.51.
So you had an 80, bro.
I did it.
They don't round up?
Nope.
What the hell? It's 79.51 and they didn't round it up to an 80. Throwing hands in the office next day.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then I did the extra credit, and I got one thing wrong in the extra credit was you had to write it. You had to have an article and had to jot down every single grammar mistake.
Yeah.
If you get one wrong, it's automatically invalid. So I did that. Didn't work out. So and then it was just a bunch of different things that was associated with the Cronkite School.
Yeah.
And granted, great school, fantastic school, the top 3 journalism program in the nation, right? I don't know, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I'd much rather be associated. I've come to really understand and find out that I'm really passionate about lifting, weightlifting, powerlifting, stuff like that. I'm really passionate about
dumb job.
Huh?
This is a dumb job.
Yeah. I'm really passionate about all those things and marketing those certain things and marketing people who do stuff like that. So I'd rather have a business marketing degree and a sports business associated degree, and double major in that and get a master in that, and be able to be like a GM for a certain team or a manager for certain athletic companies, and just be working on social media. And it's lucrative either way. But like, I feel like if I just went straight into marketing, that would broaden more horizons than just digital audiences with journalism degree. And my mom, even though she won't be too excited that my GPA wasn't that high, she always told me that sometimes it takes years for certain kids to get it. So I feel like she won't feel like I won't be judged that much.
Yeah.
There's just certain things and there was a lot that happened in these past 2 months that made me a tiny bit more distracted.
Yeah.
As an understatement, you would know. That got me a little bit more distracted and away from my studies for good reason though. Had to take care of a lot of things and a lot of different people, and I think my stepfather Austin would be proud.
Yeah.
They'll soon know the entire story. I'll be back home. I'll get berated by my mom because she'll have anxiety. But I'm going to tell them everything, and that's just going to be what it was. But other than that, I'm really thankful for what I learned this semester and everything.
Yeah.
But y'all don't pretend to be happy when you're sad.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing. Being here for like the last few months, bro, I've seen hella kids, bro, just like put on like a face and put up like a facade like everything is cool when it's not. And I think it's time for people to be honest with themselves. Look, these kids are 18 and 19 years old. A lot of them for the first time away from their family for the first time for extended amount of time in a living situation that you're not used to, where no matter what university you're at, the living situation isn't going to be ideal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're doing an advanced level of education in an unfamiliar and uncomfortable, like you can enjoy where you live, but at the end of the day, it's going to be uncomfortable because like it or not, you can personalize your room as much as you want. It's not home. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's a conversation to be had about mental health in college. And I don't want to sit here and talk like I'm an expert. I'm a first year freshman and I'm about to complete my first semester in college. I don't know everything. I don't know everything there is to know about college. Not in the slightest. I know probably half of 1%. But I'm wiser than I was when I came here in August. And one thing I will say about college is where you're going to be in December is completely different from where you are those first few weeks in August. You know what I'm saying? Like those first few weeks in August and September, like there's a lot going on. There's a lot moving. You're going to make a whole lot of friends, and those friends are not going to be your, like you're going to make friends when you first come here, and you're going to think, all right, well, this is the group. That's not going to be the group you're going to be with come December, bro.
Not at all.
Not at all. You find your group come like middle of October, probably. You find like the core that you be hanging with or whatever. But it's like, I just see a lot of people, like I know this girl that lives probably 2 floors down from me. And it's like people put on a face the whole day. And it's like, you're not happy. Whether you're not happy in your major, whether you're not happy, like with this girl, it's her living situation. She like hates it here in the dorms. Like, whether like people aren't happy. And I feel like we live in this culture where like getting a degree is so like, what's the word? So worshipped, and getting a degree is so romanticized that people feel that their mental health needs to be put on the back burner in order to succeed. And success, we live in such a success-driven culture where it's like, if you're not succeeding, that's the reason you're not happy.
If you're not a millionaire by the time you're 22, like you're not
like you're not happy because you have bad grades in English, or you're not happy because you have bad grades in your math class. No, you're simply not happy because you're in a situation that you've never been in before without the people that have been there for you the last 18 years. You don't have them to turn to you to bail you out of every situation. You're working through situations and you're blaming you're blaming your mental health on the fact that your school isn't going the way you want it to. That's not what it is at all. And I feel like there needs to be an honest conversation about it. And it's time for people to start being honest with themselves that yes, your parents are paying so much money to send you to a place to get a quality education to set you up for life. Yes, I understand that. And yes, it's important to do your best where you are. But you can't do anything if you're not healthy, bro. You can't do anything if you're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people are like, oh, I don't want to sound like those people that are like follow your heart and happiness. Like make sure I'm damn clear. When I say follow your heart and when I say make sure you're happy, I'm not talking about like drop mechanical engineering and go get a degree in gender studies. That's not what I'm saying in the slightest. Don't get no BS major or nothing like that. But it's like if you have a major that maybe your parents were pushing you towards, or maybe you were pushing yourself towards because you thought that's what you needed, and you're not happy in it, don't do it. Because for what? Because you see the money that's involved in it. So then you're gonna slave yourself away for these 4 years. You're gonna get your degree. You're gonna get a good paying job. And you're still gonna be unhappy. Like, come on, you have this money, but you're still not happy. So for people that are in college right now, or for people that are getting ready to like, or doing the application process right now and going to be going next year, your major isn't, my Capri Sun just squirted, bro.
That's how you feel?
But I just grabbed my Capri Sun and it like squirted all over my computer.
Yeah, that's how you feel.
Anyway, your major isn't set. Your friends aren't set. Your life isn't set.
Yeah.
Stop treating it like you're stuck in a position. And for the love of God, if you're going to complain about your life, if you're going to complain about your problems, get up off your ass and do something about it, bro. Because there's only so much self-pity. There's only so much of a pity party you can throw for yourself before you got to get up and decide that you want better for yourself. Because at the end of the day, there's always going to be stuff that you can control. There's stuff that's going to be out of your control. But there's always stuff inside of a situation that you can't control. There's going to be little variables that you can control. So, I'm seeing that the tone for this episode goes, we didn't even like, we literally, side note, I checked the Spotify stats yesterday, for the podcast. The Spotify Wrapped, our podcast Wrapped came in. Quick shout out to y'all real quick. I just want to read off a few of these stats. Say how we're here right now. I looked on it. We're in the top 25% of all podcasts on Spotify. We're in the top 25 most followed podcasts. That's a blessing, man, for real. So I want to say a thank you to everybody who's been tuning in, especially on Spotify, because that's been our biggest platform and all of that. I want to say a big shout out to everybody that's been tuning in, because I know for Spotify, a lot of people listen, but a lot of people don't follow. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people religiously listen to a podcast, but they don't follow it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure why, but that's how it is. But to be able to get like that come across my screen yesterday, I don't know why my charger's doing that, but to be able to see that come across my screen yesterday, man, that's a blessing. Podcast was in the top 30% shared most globally. So that means, look, when y'all listening, y'all are sharing with your friends. Y'all are telling people that you're enjoying it. Y'all are spreading the word, and I really do appreciate it. We appreciate it. I don't want to speak for just me in this situation. We appreciate it, bro. And the podcast gained 53% followers this year and 24% hours in listenership. So just wanted to say a big shout out to y'all on Spotify running up the numbers. We appreciate y'all. Inspiring us and all of that. Go ahead.
All we really ask is like continue the enormous amount of support.
Yeah.
Like we have so many people coming up randomly, saying that they want to be interviewed, saying that they want to jump on, saying they want to be able to be on the podcast. So, well, not everyone is going to be able to.
Yeah.
We have so many people giving it publicity, just for two random Black college students. I want to go with spits of knowledge. You feel so?
Yeah, and that's love.
It's real love,
and that's really something like that. And I just want to get into a tangent real quick. Something like that gives you a lot of that gives you a lot of motivation. I'm not gonna say I haven't been motivated to do this. Obviously, I'm always motivated to hop on with my boy and talk. Like I'm always motivated to do that. But there's so much going on. We're across the country. I got to see him last week. So Jaden flew in for Thanksgiving. Surprised all of our friends and all of that. That was cool. So I got to see him last week. And it's like, could we have sat down and done an episode last week? Yeah. But I more so wanted to take in the moment that we were enjoying, we only were together for a few days. And it's like, yes, it's a hobby and yes, it's something we enjoy. But it's like we wanted to take in the moment. But when I saw the stats and like the end of the year stats come up yesterday, I immediately got like motivated just to do an episode, just to sit down and do an episode.
Mhm.
So we didn't even talk about like what we was gonna talk about today. Because usually we go through a process where we like do a few topics and then we know we're gonna jump into tangents and boom, we'll be good.
And then we do like talk the Cypha Talk link. Speaking of that, get on that.
Yeah, get on the Talk to. I'm not sure if we're gonna do that this episode, but get on the Talk to Cypha Talk link in the Instagram bio. Go ahead and click it. Give us some questions, topics, concerns, anything you want can be featured in the next episode. But yeah, so we didn't talk about anything like we wanted to hop into today. We literally just were like, yeah, let's get on. Jaden was like, yeah, I got some stuff I want to talk about, but like we didn't really go through a whole plan. So in terms of that, just wanted to say thank y'all for the support. I'm sure I'll get the Apple recap at the end of the year, all of that. But just like right off the bat, just wanted to thank y'all for that. What was I gonna say? You heard that Metro Boomin album, bro?
Yeah, I did. That's tough. It's tough, bro.
Nah, it was fantastic, bro. I was telling people like I already knew it was gonna be perfect beats. I knew it was gonna be 10 out of 10 beats because think about all the stuff that like he's been producing this year. So the best of the best he's gonna hold back for his album. The production on it, like that intro with John Legend and Morgan Freeman, that was on another level. That was
You better run.
yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that album. But I just wanted to ask you if you had seen that real quick.
Yeah.
But in terms of jumping back into the whole college conversation or whatever, in terms of I know I was talking about like mental health and stuff like that. In terms of like happiness on campus, what shifts have you seen like between like the month and not just like August? I mean, not just like your friend group, but like period. What shifts have you seen in like the energy from August come till December? Like this is week before finals for us. So like what have you seen? Like what's the campus vibe like? Like has it changed? Like what's you saying?
I know. I think a lot of people are like just now trying to figure out like what their niche is per se. Like for me, I had to sacrifice me being in a club. Like I was about to play rugby. I got hit up from their official team, tell me that they wanted me to play rugby, and that's what I was going to do. And but then since me almost getting injured, and me wanting to walk on and play football in March, I wasn't gonna. I ended up quitting, and a lot of people ended up having to find their niche and like their friend groups and what they truly were into. You know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of different things, like whether you're a frat kid or whether you're a painter or want to join the black activist things. Like there's a whole bunch of things and a whole lot of opportunities to do stuff on a college campus. And in August, it's kind of like the birth of that. But like coming towards December-ish, a lot of it is somber. A whole lot of us are homesick. A whole lot of us are getting sick because we just got back home and then went and then got reintroduced to an environment.
Yep.
We're getting sick again. And a whole lot of us just want our mom and dad to feel.
Yeah.
And it's not even in a bad way. But then there's within 3 months, I figured and I found out there's a whole lot of growing up that happens in 3 months. You get little splices of life in every in any way possible within the first 3 months of going to college. There's so much that's happened to me, good and bad, that has affected my mood within the first 3 months of college. To the point where I was just sitting there breaking down, saying I want to go home because it was overwhelming to the point where like I come to realize how different I am when it came to partying and goals that a bunch of different kids have.
Yeah.
I'm only going to speak from my perspective because that's the one I know best. Like having a lot of friends in sororities and fraternities, I was able to go to some of those houses, and then being able to differentiate who I found as really genuine people. I ended up not hanging with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't. I have a certain like 4 or 5 kids that I really consider real friends who may not even be my friends within the next 5 months.
Hey, yeah.
It may happen, it may not, who knows. But that I'm really comfortable with and sitting there like I'm good if I have these 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just sitting there being able to hang with them and not going everywhere and out everywhere and just being able to be like, yeah, I'm cool with sitting there in my dorm room watching Nemo after I work out. You know what I mean?
Did you say watching Nemo?
Bro, I found out I had Disney Plus and I just started.
How did you find out you had Disney Plus?
Because my mom reminded me. And I was just like,
Nah, Disney Plus be kept coming in clutch, bro.
Yeah, bro. But like, it would be little stuff like that. I appreciated more of the little things and how grateful I am for like being able to differentiate who I find real or not. You know what I mean? Being able to read people, being able to read true intentions. And then I also figured out that like a lot of the fraternity stuff, outside looking in, it's a lot of like partying, it's a lot of stuff, it's a lot of just drinking, all that.
Yeah.
They keep some of those kids like disciplined.
A
lot of big time, a lot of those fraternities keep those kids disciplined.
They do. And there's a sense of accountability there that I didn't think they had.
Yeah, that they have. Like my mom suggested that I wouldn't join one until sophomore year because I'll be distracted by a bunch of different things. But as much as they like to have fun, a lot of them keep their grades up because there's grade requirements in order to be in them.
Yeah.
And the same when it goes to any athletic club or any other thing. A lot of them are held accountable for their actions while they are in a frat.
Yeah.
And I find some responsibility, accountability, and respect when it comes to that.
Yeah.
They don't take that lightly here. There's a lot of stuff that I've come to respect when it came to sororities and fraternities and learning more about Greek life here. And it's going to end up making me rush spring semester. Yeah. And another thing, when it comes to first semester freshman year, bro, if you don't like your major and all that, there's nothing wrong with having a couple C's and D's in your classes, bro.
C's get degrees.
C's get not even just C's get degrees, bro. It's your first semester of your freshman year. There's going to be some adjustments that you have to take.
No, 100%.
There's no shame, especially if most of your classes are like, there's a lot of my classes right now are a bunch of electives.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up in time for a lot of core classes. And in my core classes, I have A's and B's, but there's nothing wrong. There's so many different circumstances to why you have the certain grade you have in college, bro. Could be a professor. It could be the way the class structure is.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of different things. I wouldn't panic. At the same time, do your best.
Yeah.
And at the same time, most people who just get into college are 19, 18, 20 years old, stuff like that. You have a lot of time in order to make mistakes.
Yeah.
They're not going to penalize you. Most colleges won't penalize you because you had a couple D's or a couple different things. As long as you have a few A's and B's and some C's scattered around in your GPA, they're not going to flunk you out of college, bro.
2 things for me. 2 things. The first thing is when building your schedule before like the start of the year, when you're building your schedule, if you have to say to yourself, yeah, I'm going to be able to, I got to get up for this, but I should be able to get up for this and make this class. Or, yeah, they're about 30 minutes apart, and yeah, I have to go across campus, but I should be able to. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because there has been I made a good schedule. So my schedule was straight. But there's so many kids I know that built their schedule around the fact that, oh yeah, I should be able to get up for this class, or I should be able to get here, I should be able to get there. If you have to say to yourself, like, I need to do this, this, and this in order to get to this class, don't sign up for it. Please build your schedule better, because I will let you know right now, you're gonna end up like maybe going to that class 2 times in a year. There's so many kids I know who like made an 8 a.m., like signed up for an 8 a.m. And they were like, yeah, but I'm a morning person, so I should be able to make this class. And went to the class maybe twice in the semester. And now we got finals next week. They haven't been to the class like ever. They know nothing about what their professor's been talking about. And now they got to scramble in order to do for the finals. So like, if you truly want to go to your classes, build a schedule that's going to actually like serve its purpose
and work for you. Yeah.
That's going to work for you, rather than you saying, well, if I do this, this, and this, then I'll be able to make it. Well, I should be able to do this. You won't, because you're in a place where for the first time in your life, whether you go to class or not, like you're not required. Some classes you're required to go to class, but nobody is going to like pull you out of the hallways and say, why aren't you in class right now? And with that freedom, 99% of people are not going to go to that class. Second thing, please, I'm begging you, stop coming on the college campuses looking for a boyfriend. Women, please.
Looking for a husband. I'll double down and say they look for husbands.
Not even. Because the husband is terrible.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
A bunch of people come on looking to get married.
Well, why are you coming looking for a boyfriend? Why are you coming looking for a boyfriend? First of all, the dude that you took to Starbucks 2 days ago, you need to check your drink, because the coffee y'all drank together, he probably got herpes. You know what I'm saying? Like you see that cold sore on your lip, you probably got herpes. You know what I'm saying? He not looking for no girlfriend. Why? Y'all went out once, then y'all went to a party. You went to a party and things happen after the party. And then you ask him next time, what are we? Or you show up. One thing about women in college, why are they so clingy? Go back to your room. Please go back to your room. I don't want you here. Why are you always here? Why are you looking for a boyfriend? My nigga, it's November. It's December. Why are you looking for a boyfriend? I am 18. And it's like, they swear that every failed talking stage that they have, and you notice, have you seen these trends on TikTok? These girls talk about situationships and talking stages in college. You've known him for 2 weeks. Yeah. Y'all have been talking for 2 weeks. Your talking stage failed in 2 weeks. Now you done squandered that whole relationship. Now you'll never see that man again, because you swear he's the devil and kill all men and all of this, because he didn't show you effort, or he was at another girl's dorm.
He's an 18-year-old kid who's worried about
freshman year. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, bro.
I done seen girls run through 6 failed talking stages in a few months. Who are y'all talking to? Why are you talking to people? If you horny, be horny. That's fine. It's okay to be horny. Be horny. But stop looking for a boyfriend. Though that's why you won't get a boyfriend, because you're horny. You're horny. You're not going to get a boyfriend. You're horny. And then when that horniness gets relieved, now you want somebody to cuddle up to. He cuddled up with your homegirl 4 doors down at 406.
He throwing it in her mouth.
You see what I'm saying?
He throwing it in
looking for a boyfriend, bro. I'm not your man's. I'm not gonna pretend to be your man's. I'm not gonna sit here and have a situationship with you for 6 months. If you crying in your dorm room, frankly, I don't care. Boss up and move on. Y'all crying over men y'all just met 4 weeks ago. This man is from the middle of freaking Kentucky. He don't care about you. This dude is from nowhere. He trying to get a degree. He just as horny as you. You see what I'm saying? There's no point, because we all know what's going on. and nobody wants to say it. We all know what's going on. We really do. And it's at the end of the day, look, stop it. Stop looking for boyfriends. Stop looking for girlfriends. Stop being attached to people you don't know. You ever think about how people you talk to, like in your hometown, like girls maybe you had a thing with in your hometown, bro? Like, you ever notice you've known her for a minute before y'all start talking?
Right.
Like, think about any successful talking, even unsuccessful, but think about any mildly successful talking stage you had when you was in high school. You probably met this girl. So most likely you known this girl since freshman year. Y'all didn't really talk freshman year. You got to know each other. Y'all was friends sophomore year. Y'all started talking junior year. Even if she like moved in your school and like y'all started talking like the same year you met or whatever, y'all knew each other for a minute before you started talking.
Right.
Like it was successful because y'all knew it. You don't know these niggas. I'm sorry.
You don't.
You don't know these people. I had a girl trying to talk to me. You don't even. She thought my first name was John. She thought my last name was Mark. We went and got Cinnabon one time. I waited in that long ass line at Cinnabon. I waited in line for 25 minutes for a mid cinnamon roll. We talked for like 30 minutes on the surface about stuff at the table. I know why you was talking to me, because you're horny.
And then you ended up getting the cheeks.
You don't care about the Cinnabon. You don't care about me. You're horny. But because you're a woman with emotions, you can't just be horny. So now you got to be horny and pathetic. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like,
niggas are guilty. Niggas are guilty of this too. Niggas are guilty of this too.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But that's men who don't have balls. Me, thankfully, I have a spine and testicles. But you can't say that for every man. But yeah, she thought my last name was Mark, bro. You don't even know me, bro. Talking about, oh, I literally said to her, I was like, you don't know me, bro. Yes, I do. I was like, what do you know about me? I know your nickname is JM. I know you played soccer in high school. I know you have a cute smile. You're horny. Stop it.
You just want me to bust the cheeks, man.
And I'm not doing that. I'm a man of God. Leave me alone.
Wait till marriage.
Wait until marriage. Stop. And that's not an excuse to go find a husband right now. No, stay in your books. Please stay in your books.
Stay in your books, man.
But yeah, that's my little rant about when it comes to women in college. Women think that's another thing. Women think they're so smart, bro. Women are smart. These girls are not smart. Mm-mm. Women like my mother is a woman. Women are smart.
Kimberly Joyce Whitaker, man.
Women, Yvette Coote is a genius. Women are like, their brains are different. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And these girls think because
they also have a vagina that they're smart.
Women are smart, that girls are smart. There are no women on this campus. I haven't met a woman yet. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I haven't met a woman. I've met girls. And all girls are dumbasses. I'm sorry. I'm smarter than you.
There's always a rebuttal. Yeah.
They say the frontal lobe of the male brain doesn't fully develop until you like 28. How am I smarter than you? You're an idiot. You're a fool. These women think because they're pretty, they can just say whatever, get over on whatever, and do whatever. You're a fool. Your major is psychology. You're not smart.
And yet they still get played.
Your major is psychology and you're brain dead. How are you brain dead with a psychology major? How are you not able to see through me?
No, I had this.
How are you not able to see that?
I had this one girl tell me because I'm sitting there and I have rational and logical thinking when it comes to like certain situations. Like, for example, if I get cheated on or if something like that happens, or if I get disrespected, I'll have no hesitation of just like leaving.
Yeah.
And I had one of my female friends tell me, I love this rational thinking, but it will go out the window once you start being in love. If being in love means that my rational thinking and all that goes out the window, count me out. If that's what that means. You don't have to be in love in order to love someone in order to get married.
That's not love. That's toxic, bro. That's toxic. You just done like sacrificed your thoughts and emotions.
Yeah, that's awful.
That ain't love,
That's
bro.
horrifying. Why would you sacrifice yourself for someone who's just as human as you?
Who's wanna
And
talk about-
respectfully, although that they are special to you, there's 8 billion people on this earth.
Yeah,
There are multiple people who are like her and who have as good as qualities, if not better qualities.
yeah.
Same with, if you really wanted to find a dude who wanted to do that for you, you can.
Dude said love is blind. Love is not blind. You're just
Love is not blind. You're just
idiots.
I was about to say the R word. You're just stupid.
You're just an idiot.
You're just stupid.
Another
I
thing.
can't sacrifice my intelligence for a woman or for anyone. I'm not going to sacrifice my intelligence for anybody.
For another thing, last thing from me, last little what's the word? Last little tangent from me before we hop up out of here. Women have zero riz, bro.
They don't got game.
Women
They don't
have
got game.
zero game.
They don't got game.
Life is so easy for them. And how is life so easy yet you still sell the bag? Women, I had this girl come up to me the other day, bro. I'm walking from the dining hall back to my friend's dorm because I'm on a different campus. So I'm walking back to my friend's dorm from the dining hall. This girl walk up to me, just stare at me in my face and smile for like 5 seconds. I'm like, this is like short little girl. She's like 5 foot. I'm like,
Can I help you?
I'm like, it was good. She like staring at me in my face. She was like, hey. I was like, it was good. She was like, what's your name? I said, JM. She said, that's cute. I like that. So I'm like, okay, like this is cool, you know, like she being a little flirtation. I think is she gonna take this further or whatever. I was like, appreciate it. What's your name? She told me her name or whatever. I was like, what I don't remember what question I asked her. I think I asked her because I don't ask what your major is. I think I asked her like I don't even remember what I asked her, but I know I never go for like the corny what's your major. But I said something to her and then she was like, so you gonna take down my number? You don't have game, bro. That was not smooth in the slightest. You gonna take down my number? Women, if she wasn't pretty, I did get her number. I'm not gonna lie, I did get her number at the end of the day. But it's like if she wasn't pretty, I would have been like, yo, what are you doing? Like, can you imagine me looking at you in your face for 5 seconds, saying like 2 words, and then being like, you're not gonna take down my number? Like, come on. Like, if she wasn't bad, bro, women in 2023, upgrade your riz, upgrade your game. Stop looking for a boyfriend. Stop being horny. Get in your books. Change your major. Race studies isn't going to get you money. Gender studies isn't going to get you money. Studying the pay gap, the wage gap isn't going to get you money. Stop using these useless majors and stop looking for a boyfriend. And that's all I'm going to say. As always, link tree in the bio, right? Give us your money.
Give us your money.
Just
give us your money.
Also, let me just let y'all know this episode is sponsored by Anchor and
Musical Game.
Appreciate y'all. Love you as always.
Post-production break, we're going to talk about one of our biggest sponsors, Musically Game.
Shout out Musically Game.
So, like, Jon Marc, I really wanted a ring light like this.
Right.
You know where I could get that, John?
Musicallygame.com.
Exactly. And you know what? What if I wanted a speaker that could legit, like, play music while having an LED light attached to it?
But it, like, covers your whole room. Like,
right. Yeah.
But, like, these glasses are tough.
But imagine if they could play music off them Johns, bro.
Like, you put the glasses on and only you be hearing the music.
Yeah.
Because they play quiet enough to where you can hear it and it's
Right.
nice, but nobody else hears your music.
Yeah, so you
like,
can
imagine
listen
you
to
in
it.
school and you too broke to afford AirPods. So you get some glasses that play music. That's tough. You want a mic? You want to start a podcast like Cypha Talk? Go to Musically Game. They got mics now.
Start something
new
better
product.
than
New
us.
product.
Right.
You want any type of equipment for gaming, anything for music-wise, go to musicallygame.com.
And speaking of that, if you get some from
Ooh, a
that,
little gift for y'all.
we got a code called Cypha Talk. How much % off, boy?
15% off.
15?
If you put in the code Cypha Talk. So imagine you was going to get one thing. Now you could get two. Imagine you was going to get 2 things. Now you could get 4.
And you shave a little bit of money off that, John?
Cypha Talk. 15%
City
off.
boy, city boy.
If your order's over $60, you get free shipping.
can I
Anywhere.
say?
You get free shipping and you get 15% off with the code Cypha Talk. So like, what's stopping you
So
from
our
going on the website?
Switzerland and German listeners
In Jamaica.
and Jamaica.
And we have Nigeria too. I feel like we had Nigeria.
We have African listeners.
We have African listeners.
The prophecy's been fulfilled.
Exactly. So
Yes.
if you need any type of music, gaming, any type of equipment,
Right.
head to musicallygame.com. Free shipping for orders over $60. Use code Cypha Talk, 15% off. Appreciate y'all.
We love you, Ali. Thank you for
this
sponsoring.
episode and future episodes of Cypha Talk.
Are sponsored
Season 2,
by Musically Game.
Appreciate it.
Bow.
Prime, JJ, KSI, Logan. I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna continue to say it. Sponsor us, bro.
Mhm.
Sponsor us. But go to the link tree, follow the Instagram, follow the add us
Go
on
on
Snap,
Spotify. Get on
follow
Spotify.
Apple Music, all of that.
Use Anchor. Use Musically Game. You get 15% off whenever you use our code.
Use our
And
code
then-
Cypha Talk at Musically Game at checkout to get 15% off.
And we always appreciate y'all.
Always
Y'all
appreciate y'all. Thank you for a good year. If we're not back here for another episode, thank you for a good 2022. We will see
2023
y'all
about to be crazy.
in the new year for 2023. We appreciate everything. Make sure that you do all of the stuff on the links. We love
This has
y'all.
been Cypha Talk. Goodbye.
Pow, pow, pow.